Hi, I'm Daniel Briz, and this is my game Hellmouth Fragmented Memory, a 2D survival horror platformer and the first game I made in Unity. The game features a man who ventures into the Hellmouth to save his beloved at the cost of his memory. With no recollection of his goal, he has no choice but to venture forward or be consumed by the Hellmouth. Now let's take a look at the gameplay. This was a project I did in Summer B for creating mobile games with Nick Heitzman, and it was my first time making a game. I learned how to put together tile maps after to map out a level, as well as animate a sprite sheet and edit it on Photoshop to give it new animations, such as bobbing up and down. In this game, you're trying to find 3 soul shards that represent your soul and the soul you are trying to save. You collect 3 per level in order to get to the boss, and if you don't have them, you can't go through. Also, you have a limited amount of ammo, 7 bullets to be exact, so that you must conserve your ammo if you're going to get through, because there are too many monsters. You can hide behind objects, which will turn the eye on top of the screen invisible to indicate that you are hidden. Each time you find a soul shard, there will be a checkpoint so that you do not lose your progress. As soon as you are in range of an enemy in front of them and they see you, they will come charging, as you just saw. This is the checkpoint for the soul shard. As you can see, I will go back here instead of at the beginning. Over here is an ammo pickup, which will replenish your ammo by 4. And one of the weapons that I included in the game, the shotgun. Now the shotgun only uses 2 bullets, but it fires 3, which was difficult to implement because they are shot at an angle. So when it instantiates it using quaternions, which was difficult to figure out, however very rewarding once it did. And because it shoots 3 bullets but only uses 2, you can save ammo by doing 1 shot from that and then 1 shot from the pistol. As you can see, instead of using 4 bullets to defeat the monster, I only needed to use 3. Because of this ammo conservation, I am able to defeat the flesh monster on the platform that I need to jump on to go this way. If I didn't have enough ammo, I would have had to find another way around, as there are multiple ways to get through the level. Here is an environmental creature that is not present in gameplay, but functions to serve as a representation for the Hellmouth, and it roars as you go near it. Unfortunately, sometimes you are just unlucky. The game itself was designed to be difficult. However, I included lots of checkpoints so that it is easier to continue forward as opposed to moving through the whole level. If I had wished, I could have gone up and around as well, which is another way to complete the level. Here is the second soul shard. However, it's indicated as a 3rd because you can go the other way around and get the other soul shard first. I also included an animation for climbing ladders, which was not included in the original sprite sheet. If I go here, I find the door to the end of the level. However, I do not have all 3 soul shards and cannot enter. Monsters are unable to see past the edge of a platform. This is to prevent them from chasing the player off the platform. As you can see, there are many flesh monsters in this level, and there are not nearly enough bullets to defeat all of them, which makes hiding all the more important. Up here is the 3rd and final soul shard, granting me access to the final door. As you can see, now when I press up, I am taken to the next part of the level. I am getting given more ammo and some health if I need it. And then it's time for the boss room. After defeating the boss, you would receive a piece of your memory back. However, because this was a short class, I did not have time to make a boss, and once I go through that door, it would be a to be continued screen. Now, let's look at some of the scripts. This enemy behavior script was one of the most challenging scripts, and it involves the enemy AI. There are variables for whether or not the enemy is aggroing the player, or if they are searching for the player, or if the player has been seen. Now, this is accomplished through various functions. The first, can see player, which uses raycasts to see if the player is in front of the monster at a certain distance. If it is, then it will return true for can see player. Now, next is the chase player. If he is able to see the player, he will start to chase the player. His animation will speed up, and so will his actual speed as he will run at the player. However, if the player escapes his raycast and the time for his searching is over, he will stop chasing the player and return to his patrol. Next is the enemy follow script. This is a simple script that takes the stop chase value from enemy behavior that is returned true if he stops chasing the player, and it is taken from this enemy component, which takes the enemy's behavior script. Now, if stop chase is true, then it will stop chasing you. However, if it is not true, then the monster will continue to go to the player at the speed, depending on which way he is facing and which way the player is facing. Next is the shoot script. As you can see, it switches the weapons, and you have the shotgun and the pistol. And it keeps track of which way you're facing, whether you're crouching or not. If with the pistol, it was simple as just instantiating the pistol and making it move forward, which is taken by the bullet behavior. Once it's instantiated, it is given this velocity. Now the shotgun, as previously mentioned, was more complicated, as I needed to learn how to use quaternions properly, and it gave me lots of issues until I managed to figure it out. And these are just different versions depending on whether the player is crouching or facing another direction, to make sure that it rotates the proper way. Finally, the player hide script. Now this is whether to check whether the player is behind cover and can hide, and if he is inputting down. Then the collision of the monsters and the collision of the player will ignore each other, and hiding is true, and the stealth icon will become transparent. If not, then there is collision. He is not hiding, and he is not in stealth. If he can hide, then he is able to hide. And that is my game, Hellmouth Fragmented Memory.